Just announced, Queen Margrethe hosts Princess Leonor's historic royal wedding 2025. The royal world just stopped. Cameras flashing, reporters stunned. A moment that no one saw coming. Queen Margrethe of Denmark has just officially announced that she will personally host Princess Leonor of Spain's royal wedding in 2025. A decision that shocked Europe, and sent both the Spanish and Danish royal families into celebration and speculation. Because this isn't just a royal wedding. It's history in motion. The Queen of Denmark, one of the longest reigning monarchs in the world, stepping forward to honor the young future Queen of Spain, her grandson's bride, Princess Leonor. The announcement didn't come through gossip or leaks. It came directly from the palace in Copenhagen, official, deliberate, and filled with meaning. But why now? And why this? To understand that, we have to go back. Back to the quiet, elegant corridors of Amalienborg Palace, where a royal decision decades in the making was sealed, not just in tradition, but in love. For months, whispers had filled royal circles. Spain's crown princess and Denmark's young prince, two future monarchs brought together not by arrangement, but by affection. Their connection wasn't just political, it was deeply human. Shared values, shared responsibility, shared hearts. Queen Margrethe, who has watched generations of royals rise and reign, saw in this union something rare: authenticity. And so, when it came time to decide who would host the ceremony, she made her choice clear. Let it happen here, in Denmark, among family, among equals. That statement sent Europe buzzing. Because never before in modern royal history had a reigning monarch from one kingdom hosted the future queen of another. It was a gesture of unity, respect, and legacy. The Danish royal court soon released details. The wedding will take place at Copenhagen's historic Frederiksberg Palace, known for its sweeping halls, golden ceilings, and centuries of royal memory. It's the same palace where generations of Danish monarchs were crowned. But this time, it won't just be Denmark watching. It'll be the world. Because the event symbolizes far more than marriage, it represents the coming together of two royal bloodlines, two nations, and two futures. In Spain, the reaction was immediate. Crowds gathered outside the royal palace in Madrid, waving flags, shouting Leonor's name. The Spanish media called it a fairy tale fit for a new Europe. Even political commentators admitted, it was a masterstroke of diplomacy wrapped in love. Queen Letizia was said to be emotional when she received the official call from Copenhagen. She reportedly told her daughter, "You're not just marrying into a family. You're becoming part of a story that will outlast us all." And Princess Leonor, when the news broke, she was seen smiling during a public event at the military academy in Zaragoza. Her demeanor calm, regal, but with a sparkle in her eyes that spoke louder than words. This wasn't just another engagement announcement. This was the confirmation that her journey, from student to soldier, from princess to future queen, was now crossing borders and hearts. Behind palace walls, plans began unfolding with precision. The guest list, expected to be the most exclusive gathering of monarchs in decades. From the British royals to the Norwegian and Swedish crowns, even representatives from Monaco, Luxembourg, and Japan were rumored to attend. But what made Queen Margrethe's announcement truly historic wasn't just the grandeur, it was the symbolism. She's seen as Europe's royal matriarch, a figure of wisdom, dignity, and art. For her to personally host the wedding of a foreign crown princess, especially one who will one day lead Spain, is her way of blessing the next generation. Royal insiders revealed that the Queen's speech during the announcement was heartfelt. She reportedly said, "In them, we see not only youth and beauty, but the strength to carry our traditions into tomorrow. This wedding will not only unite two hearts, it will remind Europe what royal duty truly means: service, love, and legacy." That single line, service, love, and legacy, spread across social media like wildfire. Within hours, millions of people were sharing photos of Leonor and Christian side by side, calling them the royal couple that redefines the future. But the most emotional reaction came from Spain. At the Royal Academy, Leonor's fellow cadets organized a small ceremony in her honor. They stood in formation, saluted their princess, and sang the Spanish anthem as a gesture of loyalty and love. Footage of the moment went viral, showing Leonor wiping away tears as she mouthed the words, "For Spain." Always. Meanwhile, in Denmark, Christian's classmates described how the prince had been preparing quietly for this moment, balancing his royal duties with his personal devotion to Leonor. He's never been more focused, one insider said. He knows the weight of what they represent. And that weight is enormous. This union marks the first major royal alliance between Denmark and Spain in modern times, a symbolic bridge between Northern and Southern Europe, between old monarchies and a new generation ready to lead with empathy and modernity. It's no coincidence that both royal families have been emphasizing youth leadership and global cooperation. Queen Margrethe's announcement strategically aligns two of Europe's most stable royal houses under one narrative: continuity and change. Every choice, from the location to the host, was deliberate. The decision to have Queen Margrethe lead the ceremony symbolizes a passing of the torch. As she nears the twilight of her reign, her hosting role becomes both a gesture of love and legacy, a statement that the future of royalty is in capable hands. And what of the ceremony itself? Royal planners have hinted that it will blend both cultures, Danish elegance and Spanish passion. The music will include both nations' traditional hymns. The dress, reportedly designed by a collaboration of Spanish and Danish couturiers, is said to symbolize unity through heritage. Even the seating arrangement is rumored to break centuries-old royal protocol, placing guests not by rank, but by connection. It will be a royal celebration of family, not hierarchy, one official hinted. Behind the scenes, Leonor and Christian are said to be heavily involved in planning the event. They've requested that the ceremony include personal touches, letters from their childhood, readings from their favorite literature, and tributes to their grandparents, whose love stories shaped their own understanding of loyalty. It's details like these that have made this wedding more than an event, it's a reflection of who they are. And Queen Margrethe understands that perfectly. Her decision to host isn't just about formality, it's about ensuring that the essence of monarchy survives in a changing world. By honoring Leonor and Christian's love, she's securing her legacy as the monarch who bridged generations with grace. As the months count down to 2025, excitement continues to build. Hotels in Copenhagen are already fully booked. Media outlets are calling it Europe's royal event of the century. But for the couple at the center of it all, it remains simple: two people who fell in love, standing at the crossroads of duty and destiny. When Leonor walks into Frederiksberg Palace next year, she won't just be walking toward her husband, she'll be walking into history. And as Queen Margrethe watches, with pride and emotion, the message will be clear to all. Royalty still matters, not because of crowns or ceremonies, but because of the human stories that connect us all. From Spain to Denmark, from tradition to tomorrow, this wedding isn't just a union, it's a new chapter for Europe itself. Because when love leads, legacy follows. And with Queen Margrethe hosting, Princess Leonor's royal wedding will not only make history, it will define it.